الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له هو يتولى الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله الصادق الوعد الأمين اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على هذا النبي المبارك وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. أما بعد, the believers, days of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أيام الله جل وعلا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala get humanity on earth in a great tribulation, in a great test, conflict between the right and the wrong, the faith and the kufr, truth and false, and that from the beginning of the life to the end of the life. The hikmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for humanity to be in that conflict, to test humanity, to test who supports right, who supports truth, who support the faith, tawheed, and who deny, who fight against that. Bala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala watches and sees subhanahu wa ta'ala everything and know everything from the beginning to the end, before happening and after the end and results. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala leave this confliction, this sirah, this conflict between right and wrong till a specific point when the believers do everything. Every weapon they have, every tool they have, everything they have, at the end Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala send His own soldiers to support believers. And that called Ayyamillah, days of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like the day of Battle of Badr, the day of Battle of Uhud, the day of Battle of Al-Khandaq, ditch, the day of Hijrah, the day of Musa alayhi salam when he get victory against Pharaoh, the day of Nuh alayhi salam when he landed by his ark alayhi salatu wassalam. And other days, Allah make it outstanding days in humanity, in human history, to take it as example, as point to see how the light and the support of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala come at the end for believers. كتب الله لأغلبن أنا ورسلي إن الله قوي عزيز. That's like law, system in the universe. Allah prescribed that He and His soldiers and His prophets and messengers will overcome. What happened that it's chance for test. Who is true in his faith, who is not. Among these days, the day of Ashurah. Ashurah, 10th of Muharram. 10th of Muharram. Al-Rasul Akram, salawatu rabbi wa salamu alayhi, suffered so much in Mecca. 13 years, few people accept Islam. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala permit him to migrate to Medina, to Yathrib and Medina later. He get victory against his enemy in Mecca, and he migrated to find Yahud, Jews, in Medina celebrate by another victory. The victory of Musa alayhi salam against Pharaoh. So, another narration mentioned that Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal in his Musnad narrated that at that day, not only Musa alayhi salam get victory against Pharaoh, but Nuh alayhi salam. Nuh alayhi salam. His ark landed on Al-Judi mountain at that day in Ashurah. Imam Ahmad narrated that in his Musnad in weak chance, but still ulama speak about that and say that day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saved his prophet Nuh alayhi salam, and his ark landed on Al-Judi mountain. At that day Musa alayhi salam get victory. After long suffering, he and his people. You know the story, what happened. But look at the last minute. Last minute. When they escaped from Egypt and they reached to the sea. The sea in front of them. And Pharaoh back with his soldiers, his army. So no way. He will arrest them and kill them. His target, his destination to arrest this ummah, this nation of believers at that time, Bani Israel. So the believers, when they look at the situation, the sea and the enemy. So no way. They said, "Inna lamudrakun." La mahala. No way. We will be arrested. Khalas. But look at Musa alayhi salam said, "Kalla." No. Inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdi. Allahu Akbar. Allah with me will guide me. Underline these, inna ma'iya rabbi. And back quickly to Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. Inna Allah ma'ana. Again. Ma'iyatullahi jalla wa ala. The company of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for you and me, for every believer, is very important. Very important. And this is a great chance to remind each other about that issue. The day, Ashurah, how the believers overcome. And every day, other days. So how the believers overcome? By ma'iyatullah, the company of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The company of Allah. Suhbatullahi jalla wa ala. How can I earn that? The point. Musa alayhi salam, when he received the mandates from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to go to Pharaoh, to remind him, and give him the plea, the petition we need to take Bani Israel and guide you to your Lord, your God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Musa was afraid from that situation. It's very hard. How to go to that tyranny person and speak with him about that. And I have record with them. I have record. Musa alayhi salam had record. He killed one of the Egyptians. So it's still the case is open. The case of Musa is still open in Egypt. So how can I go to them and speak about this great? So he speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, Inni akhafu an yaqtulun. Inni akhafu an yaqtulun. I'm afraid, my Lord, from them. They may kill me. So Allah told him, Innani ma'akuma asma' wa ara. Musa and Harun, I am with you both. Listen and watch. Hear and see what's going on. Don't fear. Don't worry, Musa. So Musa, when he moved after that decision, that statement from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Innani ma'akuma, he moved with trust, full trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and his heart full of faith and belief in support of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when he come back to that minute, that critical moment in his history, his biography, alayhi salatu wasalam, he said, Inna ma'i Rabbi sayahdi. He take that in his heart, in his mind. Inna ma'i Rabbi. Indeed, Allah is with me, will guide me in that critical situation. What the results? Allah mandates him to use the same stick. The same stick, it was snake, and now gonna play another role, another job, to split the water by the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, by the mandates of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who own everything in that universe. Ma'iyatullahi jalla wa ala. Dhikr Ashurah tudhakkiruna bima'iyatillahi jalla wa ala. This reminder, Ashurah, by the company of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the righteous people, for the believers. For the believers. And look at that situation. Allah respond, Musa alayhi salam, his trust in Allah, and split the water and make very strong road. The bottom of the sea after water should be, mud, but subhanallah, the road is like asphalt, it's like very solid. So people, children, animals, everybody can move easily, no problem for them. But for Pharaoh, Fir'aun, and soldiers, it's mud. Subhanallah, how that is speciality from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Musa passed the test and passed that situation. Passed the sea. Passed the sea. And Pharaoh, subhanallah, is very important. How these people, mutakabbirin, arrogant people, they are blind. They have eyes and they have ears, but they are blind. They are blind. They cannot hear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to Pharaoh, this tyranny man, this arrogant man, 9 miracles. Imagine, 9, not 1. Let's take it 1. The famous miracle from Musa alayhi salam, but still there is another 8 beside that. So 9 miracles. But he didn't see that. At the end, he see what's going on in front of his eyes. The sea split, 2 sides, 2 parts, and road. So still the arrogance drive this man, this tyrant person. What happened? It's very important. سأصرف عن آياتي الذين يتكبرون في الأرض بغير الحق. Allah mentioned that why these guys, these believers, arrogant people, don't believe, or they see everything, like Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, all these people, Fir'aun and others, they see the signs very clear, like the sun in the middle of the sky, but they don't believe. Why? Because there is another hand beyond the faith, ya jama'ah. Very important. The mashi'atullah, the willing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You come here by Allah. You pray by Allah. You become such and such by Allah. You become believers by Allah. And the one who doesn't, by Allah also. How that? Look at that. سأصرف عن آياتي الذين يتكبرون في الأرض بغير الحق وإن يروا كل آية لا يؤمنوا بها وإن يروا سبيل الرشد لا يتخذوه سبيلا وإن يروا سبيل الغي يتخذوه سبيلا ذلك بأنهم كذبوا بآياتنا وكانوا عنها غافلين. I will turn away from my signs those who are arrogant. Turn off their eyes, turn away their heart, their mind, their ear, their eye, everything. So she doesn't see except what the shaitan beautify for them. Those who are arrogant upon the earth without right. كل متكبر, every arrogant live this life with either kufr, عياذا بالله, or nifaq, or with this part of kibr, arrogance in his heart. So will not, even if he say la ilaha illallah, will not go to Jannah. Why? Because Allah make it forbidden for the person who carry in his heart even that tiny of kibr, arrogance in the heart. So, and if they should see every sign, they will not believe in it. And if they see the way of consciousness, they will not adopt it as a way. But if they see the way of error, of wrong, they will adopt it as a way. That is because they have denied our signs and they were heedless of them. So, يصرف عن ويصرف إلى. Turn to, turn away. The believers, Allah turned their heart to آيات الله, آيات القرآن, the verses of the Quran, and the ayat that's Allah in the universe. So believe in that, because Allah opened their heart for that. Because their heart doesn't have arrogance, ignorance, doesn't have this disease that attack the nafs, attack the heart. So their heart, it's qualified. Their heart qualifies for the faith. But the heart, if is injured by that disease, al-kibr, iyazan billah, what happened? Allah closed the heart. So she didn't see anything. That's why some people listen to the Quran, they get high impact, high influence. Listen, whoever they don't know the language, subhanallah, that just recite the Quran in front of them, their heart, subhanallah, became very emotional. And others, they know the language and understand what's going on, the verses, the meaning of the verse. But still, when they hear the Quran, there's no impact on their hearts. Why? Because this meaning, سأصرف عن آياتي. ولذلك, among the dua al-Mustafa عليه الصلاة والسلام, اللهم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلبي على دينك. Oh Allah, you turn the hearts, make my heart, fix my heart to be on your deen. Keep it on your deen. Keep it, my heart, on your deen, my Lord. So سأصرف عن آياتي الذين يتكبرون that make Fir'aun, they didn't see the sea, the split in the sea. So he go to his destruction. Ayazan billah. He went to his destruction. So back quickly to Al-Mustafa alayhi salatu wassalam. So now we understand the Ma'iyyatullah Jalla wa Ala. Musa alayhi salam and Sayyidina Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam, both of them, Allah mentioned that for them, and all prophets and all believers. Ma'iyyatullah wa ta'eed wa ri'ayatillahi Jalla wa Ala. Caring of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, concern with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, look after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for believers is clear. Is clear. Special caring, special looking after from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can I earn that? How can I earn that? The Ma'iyyatullah Jalla wa Ala. To be in touch with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His mandate subhanahu wa ta'ala. Prayer, salah, is a minimum relation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To serve and visit his house and pray and make sujood and ruku' to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every day 5 times. The minimum. And keep in touch with the Quran. Read and understand the message that Allah sent to you. And dhikr Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala morning and afternoon, and every minute you can make dhikr, do it. Do it. And the best reward when you receive, when you make dhikr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah mention you in the heavens by names. So and so to angels, mention my name right now. So the angels send salawat upon you. هو الذي يصلي عليكم وملائكته ليخرجكم من الظلمات إلى النور. He who, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and his angels send blessings and peace and prayer upon you to get you from darkness to light. To light. The believers, أقول قولي هذا إن كان من توفيق فمن الله وحده وإن كان من خلل ونقص فمني ومن الشيطان فأستغفر الله استغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له هو تولى الصالحين وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الصادق الوعد الأمين. اللهم صل وسلم وزد وبارك على هذا النبي المبارك وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه إلى يوم الدين. اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. أما بعد, the believers, so يوم عاشوراء, called by Ashurah because it comes in 10th of Muharram. 10th Ashara in Arabic. 10th Ashara. So Ashurah comes from Ashara. Ashara means 10th. So Yahud, Jews of Medina and other places till now they celebrate by that day, you know. Till now Yahud celebrate by that day in their tradition.